Yo guys, welcome back. We're playing some more Trails of Cold Steel 3. So I know it's been quite a bit of time, so since you all know already, I've been playing Trails of Cold Steel 2 Kai Remastered. Recently just platinumed that. So now we can come back to this Let's Play. So I'm a little bit sorry, I haven't been recording anything. I took a kind of a week off after finishing Kai 2 just to mess around in some Destiny 2 and Fortnite. So I'm back playing this game for you guys. I should also be uploading another video today that I completely forgot I had uploaded to my channel and was not checking. So like every chapter, we have to go talk to Aurelia, and we have a little summary right there. Man, I miss the super fast forward mode in Kai. So like I said before, here's Linde. So she is going to take over the school nurse. So it was kind of obvious when we saw her last chapter with the nurse costume. So she becomes the school's nurse. And since Linde's here, guess who also is here? Well, we'll see in a couple minutes. So we can fast forward this, so it's just them catching up. So now Linde becomes a store, and there's a bunch of healing items as well. But let's see. The most important one is this one right here, which costs like 3,000 a piece, because it gives you 30 CP. So if I buy max, can I even afford it? I don't really need. Actually, I'll buy a couple to be honest. Oh, whoops. We'll buy for like 49 or something. Oh, we have way too much money. Fuck, we'll just buy max. Fuck it. Oh, oops, the wrong one. We'll just buy max because it's a great item to have. It gives you 30 CP. So if you remember last time, officially in Class 7 now we have both Muse and Ash. So these are the respective scenes in order to come in here. So this is them saying goodbye, and you know she's going to the new class. And we're gonna hand out their student handbooks. You know, I prefer Muse in her regular hair. I think we changed it last time, but yeah. Alrighty. And now we're gonna see Ash's scene. So here's Ash's scene. It's pretty much the exact same as Muse's, and we're just gonna give him the handbook. Okay, there is one thing we're gonna do with Ash though. We're gonna give him the rainbow hair because he needs to look like a dork the whole time because Ash is awful. So a reason I say that is Ash there's no reason to have Ash in this game. He's useless in every single way. If you're gonna dispose one character in the game, you might as well just dispose Ash. He has no relevance gameplay wise either. He doesn't do anything for you. There's no real reason to train him, no real reason to focus on him. He's just gonna be like a dump fodder for you, to be honest. So pro tip, don't care about Ash. He's terrible in this game. And there's a very specific reason why he's useless, seeing as how we only get him for chapter 3 and 4. Spoilers. We don't get him for chapter 5. So yeah, there's a big reason why we don't need him. Whoops. Excuse me while I learn the controls again. So that's that. Okay, it's down. Okay. Sorry, I have to learn the controls again. Alrighty. So nothing's up here. We can head downstairs. Nope, nothing here. Just move on. Oh, I remember this G Smith scene. For the most part, like I said, if they're not gonna have actual dialogue or spoken dialogue, I'm not gonna read it for you guys. I'm just gonna let it fly because most of it isn't too much important. So here it is. The school store is now open and it's run by Becky. And she's gonna become now a school employee. So she's still some once again, you're gonna want to check out for these presents like usual. Other than that, I don't really care for too much of whatever else she's selling. Nothing really. But the most important thing is she sells a bunch of these items. Uh, might as well buy a couple of them if I ever want to make that super OP accessory again. She doesn't sell all of them. She only sells a couple. So if you miss them, you can buy these items here. And these are like the candy items from the chapter you missed, and they can only be found in those chapters. So definitely, if you want them, go grab them. Sodana. Okay, so what else do we have left? So I think we just have to go to the shop. I mean the engineering building. So as you see now, more sold-out units are in here. Yay! Oh yeah, Mint's here. Just gotta talk to Valimar. Yep, alright. And Celine's here now too. If you don't remember, she was here from last time, because Emma left her with us. Alrighty. And Valimar was communicating with Celine right there. She's like, "Oh yeah, remember the good times." Okay, where do we go? Alright, front entrance. I think that's pretty much it. As today is not an actual quest day. It's gonna happen in the night like usual. Oh, it's also raining. You know, miraculously it just stops raining all of a sudden. Okay, now once that happens, then stuff happens over here. You know, you can start doing some shit. Okay. Okay, you see Celine getting petted by Yuzi over here. Yay! Okay. I forgot. Quartz. Oh, she does have it equipped. I did equip it last time. Okay, sweet. Yeah, that's pretty much all. Damn, I did everything last time. Fuck. Okay, I forgot if it's down here. Okay, it's down here. Okay, I remember this one. So this one may look a little bit complicated firsthand. So we're gonna play as Zeska against Green right now. So we're gonna play as a unique character for the first time in this game. This is your only time you ever got to use her. So pretty much you have to get Green down to 30. And you would think if you think this might be hard on whatchamacallit, Chaos. I mean, not in Chaos, but the hardest difficulty in this game. It's really not. The key is to do this. You want defense down. So Green will pretty much always like go way faster than you. Then you want to go attack down. And with that, it also freezes, so... I'm pretty sure she had items. Can I not use items as her? Oh. Oh well, you know what? We don't need that then. On Nightmare, I'm sorry. On Nightmare, she does have she has access to items. Okay, I'm pretty sure you guys get the idea now. Oh, I got burned. Oh, what? Really? Okay, that was a little horse shit right there. I got burnt and I took the burnt damage. That wasn't supposed to happen, but yeah. Because technically she's supposed to have access to items, as that makes it pretty much doable. Pretty easily, especially on Nightmare. God, the game feels so slow if it doesn't have especially if it doesn't have high speed. Like, I'm so used to this game being at like 4 times speed right now because of Kai. So basically, I lost because of the burn last time, but whatever. So now we cheered up Zeshka by letting her beat us up. So there you go. And she of course looks after Laura, or SRC as a mentor. So in order to get maximum AP, you do need to win that fight. So that's pretty much that one. I know I kind of skipped past the Laura SRC part, but yeah, whatever. Sure. I believe that is the only thing here. So we are heading into the front gate and leaving. Oh, whoops, wrong way. I don't believe there's anything else for us to do. Let me just check one thing. I'm sure we got it last chapter, I'm just not 100% sure. Okay. Oh. I didn't buy a hairstyle for apparently some reason. Don't matter to me. Once again, like I have all the hairstyles anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so just head out and see if she has anything else. So this is the lost item vendor. If you don't remember in the other games, you just keep going back in and out, and she'll tell you everything that you missed that's important from the last chapter. But looks like we got everything. I don't need anything. I don't need anything from there. I don't think if I remember correctly, the shops don't update their shit after the first time you buy everything. We only really care about the present at one time. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Chapter 3 is the first chapter in the game that actually allows like certain choice options to affect AP points. So, yeah, there's that now. Oh, so they do update. I forgot about that. Okay, so good thing I went double checked because we actually we need all those presents if we want to do the end game correctly, which I've never done because I've probably always forgotten one. Oh no, not trade. Buy. So there's that, and those are the only two shops in town, if I remember correctly, that you can buy gifts from. Yep. Real quick, I just for curiosity, I forgot what Reen gets as his outfit. Yep, swimsuit, spa, and nighttime. Okay. Just wanted to make sure, for no reason. So once you do the Jessica stuff, you're pretty much done.
2人が連れ立ってるのもなんだか珍しい光景ですね。言われてみればそうかもね。ま、たまにはね。喋る私が滞在するのもフォローしてくれたみたいだし。そうだったんですか。すみません。お手数をかけて。大したことはしてないよ。文校と町の人くらいだし。 ただセリーナちゃん、外から来たお客さんとかには一応内緒にして。はいはい、分かってるって。エマと長年一緒にいるんだからそのくらいの容量は。あ、猫が言葉を。にゃー。これは。その。
So out of nowhere, George and your sister apparently are here somehow. Like, okay, sure, we'll leave it as that. So if you don't remember who this is George Gnome, and I'm gonna fast forward all of his parts because there's a very specific reason later on that I do not like George Gnome anymore in this game. So if you watch my Let's Play, well, I might not have shown it in my Let's Play, but I fast forward everything George says now because he's a fucking prick. So I pretty much don't like George anymore. There's gonna be a huge reason later on. I'm not gonna spoil it just yet, but I'm gonna fast forward anything he says because fuck him. Regardless of when he speaks, fuck him. Dun, dun. So, yeah, we can fast forward through this. This is just like them meeting back up again and doing some cool shit. And we're in Barnes. So coming up is the first actual dialogue option for AP points. So they're discussing some stuff that happened in the last chapter and some of the secret organizations. And here's George. Yeah, we're gonna fast forward to George. So there is this was happened last chapter if you don't remember. There was the Blue, Siegfried, and Ordis. Then they're talking about, wait, that can't be Crow because we put Crow to sleep. I mean, they put him to rest because if you remember at the end of Trails of Cold Steel 2, Crow died. He was pierced through the heart by the Vermilion Apocalypse. But as we'll find out, explain later on, there's some other things going on. As we saw in last chapter, yes, Crow is alive. I can 100% confirm that is Crow, because the Divine Knight. You cannot make a clone and you have the clone ride the Divine Knight. It has to be the original owner. So now they're trying to figure out who would have done that. So hold on, we're gonna fast forward to this. And like once again, guys, once the time comes, I'll explain all of it. So here's their first choice. We are gonna pick the second one. This is the black tech slab, the one that Millium comes from. I mean, not Millium, the Millium Altina come from. So that's the answer, because the black tech lab is something very, very important. And like I went over in a video before, it goes with Alicia. So if you've seen that, black. Well, I don't want to spoil like anything too much if you haven't seen the video or you don't know what's going on. But the Black Text is a secret organization from the gnomes, and the gnomes have lived from a long time ago. Then they created basically the Divine Knights. So there's a very big collusion happening. They don't know what it is right now. So the answer is like, what company is behind it? So it's not Reinford, obviously, and this is Ouroboros. No, it's the Black Lab. So that is your first question in the game. In order to get that correct, you need to choose that. So right there, he showed Osborne, because Osborne is behind the Black Tech Labs as well. So that is the end of George. And now the girls are gonna have a girls' night out. And I think I'll let that conversation go on long enough. And we can a little faster to this. This not anything too important. This is just. Oh yeah, she's talking to him about his real father. So it looks like they were eavesdropping. Oh, I forgot they actually talk.
だから察知されると何度もと言いながらアルティナさんも興味津々でしたよね。砂糖菓子よりもなお甘いシュバルツァー兄弟の濃密なミューゼ。ああ、それです。はあ、エリゼ先輩のそれがないとなんだか物足りなくって。ああ、小娘が揃ってほんとかしましったら廊下もうるさそうだし、私はここで寝かせて。にゃって何すんのよ。せっかくだからセリーヌさんも来てよ。いろいろ聞きたいこともあるし。確かに学生時代の教官の赤裸々な情報を知ってそうですね。赤裸々。エリゼ 先輩も含めて今夜は盛り上がりそうですね。それでは兄様、おやすみなさいませ。
Okay, so they're basically, like I said, girls' night out. And when I mean girls' night, all the girls. In just a second. Like I said, all of them. So that's a letter from his father saying, you know, no matter what, you're still my son. Regardless if they're not blood related. Because if you remember the last game, Rain finds out that his real father is Chancellor Osborne in Chosen Code Steel 2 after Crow dies. So a lot of this game is coming to terms with that. Especially you're gonna see later on that what that turns into, and in Chapter 4 and the final chapter. But once again, we're not there yet. So okay, now we get to our task day like usual. So like in every chapter, we have a task. So here we go. And that's the mandatory let's go do the level 3 dungeon and some random bullshit. So for the first time ever, like I said, this chapter is going to actually have questions that we have to guess correctly. So I have all the answers written down. I have my notes right here. No need for a guide because I wrote the guide. Oh, I shouldn't say I wrote the guide. The Japanese guide, I provided information to it when the Japanese wiki. So, like usual, we have to go to, in order to get maximum affection with everybody, we did need to do the spa events. And we're going to fast forward Ash. So pretty much the reason why I use the rainbow hair on Ash is just to make him look a complete dork. So there's that. Okay, I don't remember if there's anything else in here. I don't think there is. We need Elise is in here, but yeah, there's that. So this is Becky's room. And now, I believe, that's Toa's. Yeah, and this is Linde's room right here. So, those are the last two faculty members. Now, all of the rooms are filled up. So, no more new people coming in. As seeing as we're pretty much only one more chapter away from finishing this game. And, the final chapter does not take place in the city, so, yeah. So, let's go through everybody's, Bond event. So these are the two assholes from the Thor's Academy. One that helps with Prince Cedric. And they're playing a chess match against them. So this is pretty much what that Bond event is. Is the chess match. Okay. Oh, we need to do all the Bond events, so. So this one, I believe we play tennis with Yuna. We play some doubles. Yep. And that's pretty much it, and we lose. And the girls make fun of, for playing with Rain, so yeah, there's that. Okay. Not exactly the one I wanted, but it's close enough. As we just have to go down the stairs and get to the pool. Oh yes, So this one was Muse, so she's practicing some target practice. And we spent time with her. And she's like, oh, can you help me aim better? Then we're like, yep, sure, why not? Then as soon as we leave, one-handed, boom. So of course she was playing around that whole time. So she was messing around. So let's do this. So that one we don't actually fight against Aurelia. We won't fight her until the last chapter of the game. Alrighty, so I think that pretty much does it. So we're gonna call Alicia and Sharon over for Alicia's Bond event. So, just like the typical ones, we have to go through the dungeon. The same old dungeon, same old path, different enemies though. But now we get 3 characters instead of the usual 2, so it's not the worst thing. Oh, why does Alicia only have 100? CP not 200. Oh, that's not a problem. But if you do want 100% in all monsters, you have to do these bond events and you have to scan them, as these count as a separate monster. I already have max. What else was I doing? Alright, so that's pretty much it. We just have to beat this. S-Craft. And we're just gonna S-Craft break everything. So this is pretty much her S-Craft. I probably said it already, but that's her S-Craft from the second game. Yeah, and this, like I said before, oh wait, oh I thought I had Alicia next. And we get a useless level up. So the reason why I say it's useless is because once we get her again, pro tip in the last chapter, every character that you get so far gets an auto level up to a certain point. So there's no real point in that level up right there. So we share a nice little moment with Alicia right there. So if you know me, for the sake of, I prefer Laura over Alicia, but for the sake of the video, we're gonna go with Alicia. But there's a little something later on that will show you that we can do a little bit more than that. I'm not gonna get into that though, but yeah. Okay. Before we do that submission, actually, let me heal. So the one thing I did like about Trails of Cold Steel 2 Kai is they actually sped up this animation, so you don't have to wait for the damn music to end. Thank fucking Christ. And we gotta talk to Machias. So this one we actually go to Heimdallr, I think, and spend some time with him. Oh, and there's our Obro bike. And if you don't remember, this is Hugo, one of Becky's friends, or the person that Becky used to always fight with, because they were the merchant people. And there's that. Okay, let's go on with the side missions. So this one, I believe there's questions we gotta answer correctly. So we want question 1 is choice 2. So we want that. So later on, he helps the school as a janitor. So basically, he needs to find he wants to find like a job that fits him. So we're going to choose the third option. Yeah, I know I'm kind of fast forwarding this, but we're just trying to find him a job, pretty much. And we're gonna show him the down here, see if he wants to help maintenance. So we're just gonna go on. And look again, once again, this is pretty much the exact same dungeon setup as the other ones, but this one we actually have to fight. So I've no reason why he's panting. Like, it was so hard for him to do absolutely nothing. Don't ask. And of course, we gotta get to another fight. This time we versus a cockroach. Oh, I get 0 arts actually. Oh, this is the celestial arrows. I forgot my ring actually. I just use auto orb, so the game does default whatever it thinks the best is to make an all-around character. And I forgot we fight this. Yeah, you know what? Just pop S-Craft already. Because yeah, that was the last boss, so there's pretty much just done that from the beginning. So we found him a job at the school. So we'll see him around a little bit. And we're gonna heal up. Yeah. Stop talking to the girl, god damn it. I need to heal. Stop talking to the girl. Alrighty. Alright, so the other one I believe is in here, and this is we're gonna help Rosine teach some school students some stuff. So where's Rosine? Here she is. So we need to find someone to help us do some assistant teaching. So who else other than our little sister? Whoopsies. Actually went second floor. There we go. I was like, where was I going? Second floor. So where is our... Oh, here she is. So we're gonna help teach some little kids with our little sister. So it's the second choice for the first one. So it's choice 3 for the second question. Choice 1 for question 3. Question 4 is 3. Then the last question does not matter. So basically, this last one doesn't matter what you choose. And there's a reason why. So it says, basically, the kids asked, Reed, what kind of girl what kind of girl age does she like? So you can say someone that's younger than you, someone that's the same age as you, and someone that says older than you. So basically, or you can just choose you don't want to reply. But whatever you choose, at least just has a kind of a reaction. So she said, if you go choose I like someone older, she's like, oh, I guess I can't do that. If he says something younger, she's like, oh my gosh. And if he says something like your same age, she's like, okay, that makes sense. So we're just gonna choose someone our same age. So once again, that's pretty much it. And we get some bond points with her. So what else we got left over here? We bought everything from the shops, so let's go to the school. I believe we have the tea club as well too. Actually, we're gonna go. If it's the one I'm thinking of, I should just do here. Yep, it's the tea club. So I kind of get the gist of this one. He wants to get better, like at tea club bullshit. I'm not gonna explain it. So tea club, first question, you want to choose number 3. And this is basically the way of, Sato or the tea ceremony. You want to choose number 2. And question 3, you want to choose number 1. So there is that. That is 100% done. And I think all we have left is to do the engineering building. So that's everything. Let me just make sure I combed over everything, because I think that's everything. Because that tea club was, I believe, the extra stuff, the extra mission to do. Yep, that is everything. So let's go to the engineering building. So, like usual, we do our little mid battle. So let's see who we're fighting this time. I completely forget. Alright, so we get 3 guys now. So we're forced to use Ash. EX orbs, yeah. Alright, everything looks good actually. So this time we actually have to fully beat Professor Randy, Instructor Randy. I could make this faster by just bullshitting my items, but I don't want to. We always cancel that out because we don't like him using crafts. Ow. And once again, guys, if you just follow the way I do these, you're pretty much set for end golden. Whoa, whoa. That should be pretty much it. If not, Altina can definitely win this. Whoa. And I took pretty much minimal damage from that fight. Alrighty. So now we can go talk to Professor G. Schmidt. And we're gonna absolutely fast forward this because Asshole is here. Alrighty, so now we can go to the facility and do our awesome adventure. Alright, so yes, we're ready. Let's go do the test. And George is now going to be on the comms. So I'm not gonna explain any of this to you guys because fuckface over here is here. I'm not gonna explain any of this because fuck you, George. Fuck you. From deep down. So, whoopsies. So now we have Muse. Oops, did not want to do that. So we're gonna use Muse. So now we're at level 3. And Selena also follows us around in this for the first time. That's pretty cool. I don't remember what the okay. This is not the funky gimmick one. Okay, sweet. So I think I showed this off. Muse does this awesome bird shot thingy mabobber, and she has a regular shot like that. So pretty much like I said, we're not gonna fight anything in here as it's not worth our XP or time. Especially for a let's play. Like if you guys want to be here for like a billion parts, I can do that. But for sanity reasons, we're not gonna fucking fight like every single monster. That's not worth my time. So as you can see, thanks to Tauros and whatchamacallit, the one that she has in there, it's pretty fucking broken. Oh my god, Tauros is so fucking broken as a art, dude. It's not even funny. Tauros and Breaker is so stupid. So if you want to know why I'm using that on Nina and Muse. So this is Tauros and this is I believe the I forgot what it's called, like sword or something. I don't remember. But what it does is this does double damage, but of course you wait double the time. And this pretty much does extra break damage. So once breaks somebody, you literally just keep swapping partners to and Muse, and when you hit, they do like extra double damage. It's so fucking broken. Along with what I showed you with Kurt. But for the most part, we won't have to use those tactics until pretty much end game. And Cillian just magically appears on the bottom. I can't go there yet. We just have to go follow the route. So I think this one's pretty straightforward. And I think we just gotta go around this corner. I kind of, in Trails of Cold Steel 3, I kind of miss a monster chest. I really do. As there were a good way to get XP, because you have to fight a lot of monsters at the same time. I do kind of miss that. But it is what it is. And yes, the monster is now floating in midair. Don't ask. That's a little weird thingy, but sure. Man, it's like times like these that I wish we had the super fast forward from Kai Remastered. But don't worry, once the English version comes out, we're gonna get remastered for it already. So if you guys haven't seen that video I made, just like you know, we don't expect Trails of Cold Steel 2 and 1 Kai to come to English for quite a while. And in my opinion, Trails of Cold Steel 3 needs to come out before those two come out. And that's gonna be quite a while. Trails of Cold Steel 3 I don't expect to come out next year. I think it's gonna come out the year, the year, not next year, but the year after that, because they still need time from Trails of Cold Steel 4, and I think at this point Falcom might be reeling back to see who they want to actually localize it, because Xseed, as much as they did a great job of it, it doesn't really hold a candle to the original because of the voice acting. The voice acting was very, very well done, I'm not gonna lie. It's just it didn't fit in the spirit of the game. It just doesn't feel right. Well, I don't know how to explain it, but I just don't think. I know I'm in the bad opinion that it's not gonna come out for a while. I don't mind if it doesn't come out in a while, guys. Like a lot of people do mind that it won't come out for a while because they can't play the game. I'm like, well, I'm sorry if you can't read Japanese, but the game is pretty easy to play in Japanese. Like you basically have to know the bare minimum of how to play Trails of Cold Steel 3 by playing the first two games in Japanese, and you kind of have all you need to know. So, because of last chapter, we got that stone from Emma. Now we can transform into demon mode whenever we want. So we have this added now in the game, but we're not gonna use it. You know what? We did this. Sledge hammer. So technically that fight, that was supposed to introduce you to using that, but we're not going to. We're not going to use it. Not until endgame. I probably won't use demon mode, as it's kind of a waste of 100 CP. It's not a waste, but I should say it's kind of a, like, it is a crutch. All it does is most likely you're supposed to use that with your S-Craft and just burn people with it. I think we're supposed to go to the other one first. Fuck. I can't check the map while we're in Ducks. Oh, I can. Never mind. Fuck me. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's go to this one first. For the most part, I won't use demon mode until late. Because, let me double check something. How many Zerum capsules do I actually have? I have a bunch of Zerum powders, only one Zerum capsule. Alrighty. That is... I think I used a lot of Zerum capsules on my Nightmare playthrough, and that was right before this one, so I don't have a lot of it. And I pretty much only use Zerum capsules on the final boss, just to one-phase it. One-phase it. Like, I didn't let him even attack. That's how fast I one-phased it. And how bullshit this game system is. Because Trails of Cold Steel 3, like, I thought they were going to remove a lot of the BS. They did not. They added more BS. And I don't mind that. Like, I really don't. It emphasizes that you need tactics to win. And that's what Trails of Cold Steel 2, like, Grail Burst with Flawless Order was broken as hell. I can't. If anyone tells you it's not, that they're fucking kidding. Because you can one phase every single person in that game with that tactic. We don't need to actually have to fight that, so we're just gonna use a smoke bomb. Once again, as a powerful enemy that doesn't give us a lot of XP, might as well just run. I have that luxury because, you know, like, I have my better equipment right now, so levels is not really an important factor, and we'll grind out levels later on, trust me. Here, not really so much. Ugh. You know what the one thing I liked about Kai was? These duck scenes were so much fucking faster because of the fast forward option. That was another fucking selling point for me, guys. Like, dude, trust me. Like, as much as it'll be hard to get used to it, the fucking like 4 times fucking speed was so fucking worth it, for Kai alone. And that's why, like, if I want to get the last couple platinum trophies left for Trails of Cold Steel, like, I cannot play this game like on the original PS3 because I'm missing the 2 original PS3s for Europe for Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2. I'm missing those, so it doesn't really matter. The game is coming out. The Kai remaster is coming out for Chinese and Korean, so yeah, I can see myself doing that. I can actually see myself playing this game, Trails of Cold Steel 3 in Korean and Chinese as well too, because this game is awesome. So we got that, and I think that's pretty much it. Shut up, George. Okay, there we go. Oh, and you can talk to Selene if you want, but it doesn't really do any good. I like this game because it gives you way more options to when you want to fight monsters out in the wild. Oh, but you know what recently came out? Pokemon Let's Go Eevee Pikachu announcement. Dude, that shit is hype. As much as I hate Pokemon Go, like, anyone can tell you how much I hate Pokemon Go. For the most part, like, I'm still excited for it. So, we're in our boss room. And we're going to use the typical tactics that I taught you guys already for this game, in order how to basically one phase pretty much everything in the game, regardless of your equipment. Well, I mean, not regardless of your equipment, but it helps if you have proper equipment. So, Colossus, Sledge, Hammer! Let me pop Yuna. Let's see if it breaks. Alright, it broke, so. And we're just gonna go over Kurt. Because I wanna max out my Brave meter before we finish this. Oh fuck, I killed him way too fast. Whoopsies. I could have just S-rushed him. Oh, I love that level up. That one's cute. And that victory quote. So there we go. And like I told you guys, just use the fast travel. There's no reason to go back through the dungeon and go press all those buttons. Just press the fast forward button. I mean the fast travel. And Elise brought some lunch for everybody, so we're gonna have some lunch with her. So everybody likes Elise's lunch because it's good. And Selene is eating a fish. Aw, Tina's so cute. And Ash is trying to steal food from Kurt. Aw. And pretty much there's that. And we say goodbye to Asshole because we don't like him. Bye, Asshole. And now we just continue on our day. So like every school day, task day, we have to do some stuff in the nighttime. Oh, and this is this is talking about our next excursion. So, we're gonna go head to Ortis. I'm not sure if you guys know, but once we get there, I'll explain everything. There's a lot to explain. This, like I said, chapter 3 is one of my favorite chapters of this game, and there's gonna be a lot of explaining, a lot of facts. So you're gonna get a lot of facts flung your way from me. So let's clear up everything from the school first. I think that's Altina right over there. Let's head to Altina in the garden. So she does a painting. She'll be doing basically a painting of us, and it's gonna be get hung up on a wall somewhere. I forgot where. I think in the principal's office or something like that. So basically remembering Gaius, because you know Gaius was part of the art club in the first game. So Altina asked us, can she do a portrait of us? Then we were like, yeah, sure, why not? Oh, yep. Then she gives it to General Aurelia. I think, according to the game, that was everything over here. I'm about to oblige too. Yep. And you notice him? He's out here becoming a janitor. So good job, new mate. Good job. All right. And there's a vent to go in there. So yeah. Who do we have? We have Toa, and I believe we have someone on the phone. Ah, yes. Okay. So this is when Tioto wants to get a present for a certain somebody, but we're gonna help her pick out that present. So this one is a little bit weird. So let's go. So she's gonna follow us. So I forgot who we're supposed to get this present. I don't think it's for whatchamacallit, the red-haired dude. I think it was for someone else in one of their games. One of the games that she's in. I'm not 100% sure, guys. Like, I forget. So yeah, okay. So we're gonna ask him, can we get a present? And I'm gonna choose choice 1. So we're gonna go somewhere else. And I think we're supposed to go over here. So we want choice 2. And we're going to the last spot. So this one is the confusing one. So there's a reason why they pan over to the 3 girls over there. So before talking to him and choosing the present, you're gonna talk to them right here. So now that we talked to them, 5th option will be added to this guy right here. So with that 5th option, we got the maximum AP. So make sure you get that 5th option. That's the tricky part to that one. So I think Toll was at the radio station. And they're doing some kind of show, whatever. I'm not really too impressed by that. So, whoops. Yep. Let's spend some time with V. Only now we're gonna spend time with V. Yeah, it's a chapter late, but sure. Thank God it's not one of those boss room ones where you have to go through the monsters. So she goes by to the garden club. Remember, if she remember correctly, From the first game, she was part of the Guardian Club. And they're talking to about you know, Zephyr and head pats. You know, who doesn't like a head pat? Okay. Oh, I was missing Ash Carbide. Yeah, there we go. As much as we hate Ash, he's part of the Literature Club for some fucking odd reason. Don't ask. Alrighty, let me just double check to make sure we got everything. And the last way to check, chapter 3, all check marks. And we got check marks for all 3 of these. So guys, I'm gonna call that a part. Don't worry, I'll be hopefully making more of these soon. So till the next one, boys.